from the Bandit. Number 77 is a lap down, running in 7th position. Here's the scramble down the back straightaway. Dale Earnhardt is in front. He breaks away from Ridley a little as they get into lap traffic. They're moving around. Mike Porter, who is running in 6th position, the number 3 car, and Earnhardt is using the 3 as a blocker in turn 4. A good piece of strategy by Earnhardt. Now here comes the move up to the outside. Ridley takes a look, can't get through, comes back to the inside. Give it to Earnhardt. Ridley goes back to the outside, ran out of room and time.
Bobby Allison, Dale Earnhardt sandwich. In a 2-year period, Phil Parsons won 5 races on the International Sedan Series. Allison slips by as Parsons drops way down low, and Bobby passing trouble in turn number 2.
We have cars spinning off of turn number 2 and hitting the inside wall, and at least 2 other cars now involved here. The number 61 is involved.
Bob, there is significant damage to the outside retaining wall. I think somebody has hit the wall very hard. There is some debris on the racetrack. We cannot see the car, which was the primary car involved. I think he's right down on the bottom of the exit of turn number 2, but someone has hit very hard up there. There is the remains, it appears, of the front fender and bumper, and you can see the debris littering the exit of turn number, the front end or the back end. One end of that car has been ripped completely off. The safety crew is right now checking with the driver. Somebody hitting very hard coming out at turn number 2.
He sustained a broken leg and possible other internal injuries. He has been taken to a local hospital for observation. So on 148 laps completed, the red flag came out and the race was officially stopped. The NASCAR officials determined that they could not fix the guardrail before darkness set in. The driver who was leading at the time was Dale Earnhardt, and our Dick Berggren is with him in victory lane.
Turn 4 as he'll hit for the stripe. Here comes the winner, Earnhardt. The story is second. Bonnet's on the inside. Elliott is still attacking. Elliott trying to take away second spot. Bonnet will contain it. It'll be Neil Bonnet for second place. Bill Elliott in third, and the Bandit Harry Gant, last year's winner, is settled back into 4th position as they come across the line. The tough customer, Dale Earnhardt, wins it for Wrangler.
Here's the Wrangler brand's Dale Earnhardt, winner of today's Winston Cup race.
Coming around to get the checkered flag in the Wrangler Gene machine.
So congratulations goes out to Dale Earnhardt on the shores of Lake Norman. I imagine there's a lot of people celebrating in his neighborhood as Dale Earnhardt overpowered the field in the closing laps of today's Mellow Yellow 300 to take number 15 as Wrangler Pontiac home to victory today. So congratulations goes out from all of the crowd here to Dale Earnhardt, the driver of number 15, the winner of today's Mellow Yellow 300 as Dale brings it down pit road and heads toward victory lane.
Tommy Houston, Rick Mast, Rodney Howard, and Ken Bouchard.
And they all saw the white flag. They realized this is the last lap. If you're going to pass, it's got to be now or never.
Well, Earnhardt can just about cash the check as he comes off turn number 4. Back to the start-finish line. Checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt wins the Protect-A-Liner 200. Jack Ingram finishes in second. And it looks like third will go to Tommy Houston, with Rick Mast taking 4th, Rodney Howard 5th, 6th to Ken Bouchard, and Brad Teague will be the 7th place car.
Earnhardt was impressive today, but I tell you what, I was impressed by Ingram and Tommy Houston.
Houston drove an excellent race, but to me, Rodney Howard had the standout performance. I have never seen that Ford of Marvin Thaxton run that fast or that well.
Back straight away again. He is at least a 10-second lead over the 2nd place car of Darrell Waltrip. Heads it into turn 3, and Tommy Houston will pull his car down and still try to take a checkered flag. Here comes Earnhardt out of turn 4, and Earnhardt will just kind of coast home to a victory as the checkered flag is out, and Dale Earnhardt has won the All-Pro Auto Parts 300 here in Charlotte. Darrell Waltrip will finish 2nd. Larry Pearson will finish 3rd. And it looks like Brett Bodine has got the best of Davey Allison as they head through turn 4. Here they come. Allison comes down low, and Allison Allison gets that car sideways. He's going to go spinning along the front straightaway. Allison trying to maintain control of that car. He does. And Brett Bodine finishing 7th. But boy, did the crowd finally get something to yell about here in this race today.
And Davey Allison did one heck of a job to keep that car from coming. He spins the car back around, gets it fired. He must come down pit road and come by the start-finish line, which will be extended across pit road. And now the checkered flag still waving for Davey Allison. What a heck of a job in driving he did to keep that car out of the pit wall. Behind Brad is Mr. Earnhardt.
Waltrip looking on the inside. Brad Bodine moves down the hill, won't give him a spot.
Jeff Bodine continues to motor in second position. Waltrip and Brett Bodine, they are going to have a discussion, a heated discussion for third place. Slower traffic looks like it's going to play a role. Is there enough room for the two of them to get around turns 3 and 4 before they approach the slower traffic? It's going to be close. There is the winner, Dale Earnhardt, getting the lead. You see Teague going by right in front. Here comes Jeff Bodine getting second. The battle for third coming up. Brett Bodine drops low in that bright orange car, and Brett Bodine holds on to third, and Darrell Waltrip in the white red top machine is fourth. Fifth place coming around. We're anticipating the number 7 of Harry Gant.
Jack Ingram was able to beat Ken Bouchard to the line.
Harry Gant did get fifth unofficially. Ingram 6th, as you mentioned. Bouchard 7th. Bobby Allison at 8th. Ed Berrier 9th, and the leading car 1 lap down, finishing in 10th position.
The key is who Sachs going to go with. If these two line out, Sachs could determine the winner.
Out to the wall goes Harry Gant. Dale goes out to block. Now Gant dives underneath. He's got to get a running start at him to slingshot pass. This is the last turn.
Watch Earnhardt's using the traffic real good. And he's got 2 cars in front of him. Harry and Greg both have to jump under. Ooh, Earnhardt dove to the bottom of the track.
They've got cars in front of them. It's Earnhardt, Gant, and Sachs. Dale Earnhardt opens up a quick car lane, goes low, and takes the checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt wins the Goodies 300, coming back from a lap down with a masterful performance and a great job by his pit crew. Harry Gant unofficially second, followed by Greg Sachs. Jimmy Hensley will finish third. Elton Sawyer fourth, followed by young Joe Nemechek, Bobby Labonte, who faded from the lead, Ernie Irvan, Dale Jarrett, and Dana Patton.
To go if Jarrett can hang on. He wants to get around this car and get down on the inside, but he didn't. He's heading too close going into the turn. And Jarrett spins around. He wanted to get to the inside of the racetrack going into the turn, and he cut too close on the car number 41, and it spins him around.
Dale Jarrett and Jamie Aubie coming together on turn 1. This is the back straightaway. They're showing a car that is loose down in the backstretch. Oh, boy. A tough break for Dale Jarrett. A couple laps to go, and he was trying everything he could to keep his car on the bottom of the racetrack and make that advantage work. And he and Jamie Aubie coming together, Dale cutting the car down, and Aubie's car coming into contact.
Comes off of turn 4. Earnhardt right there to take advantage of the situation as far as Jarrett cutting the car number 41 a little close going into the turn. And Dale Earnhardt will win his second Busch Grand National race of the season.
Dale Earnhardt wins the Goodwrench 200 here at the North Carolina Motor Speedway. There's Dale waving to the crowd. An outstanding job of driving by Dale Earnhardt. Let's take a look at the top 5 here in the final rundown at North Carolina Motor Speedway.
Despite a long stretch under green, the 4 remained bunched closely on the money lap. With Earnhardt uncatchable, Allison had his hands full with Waltrip, who was going to get second or wreck trying.
Gant started in 25th today. Trickle fell way back out of the top 20 at one time and has come right back into it. Here's Trickle in car number 92. Down for the final lap out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is about to be waved. And as they come to the line, Trickle is there, but it's not enough. Dale Earnhardt has won at his 16th Grand National win, his 3rd Grand National victory at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Dale Earnhardt, qualified 21st, comes rambling back to defeat Dick Trickle and Harry Gant in a dramatic champion Sparkplug 300.
Down on the inside of Waltrip as Waltrip goes high.
Bobby Labonte trying to take the point lead in Busch Series racing. This is the final lap. Earnhardt takes the win.
Michael Waltrip will finish in second spot. Todd Bodine is third, but here's the battle for fifth spot.
But watch him slide up and Waltrip trying to come back on the inside. That's a Dale Earnhardt trick. Darrell Waltrip knows it very well. But who will win the battle back to the line? I believe it will be Labonte.
Bobby Labonte, the Carl Wegner motor in that Oldsmobile, and he will finish in fifth spot and take the Busch Grand National Series point lead by a single point over Kenny Wallace. What a tremendous effort as Dale Earnhardt gives a big wave and a thumbs up to this tremendous crowd on hand for Busch Series racing, and they really enjoy racing here at Darlington, South Carolina. There's Michael Waltrip, who finished in second spot in the Pennzoil Pontiac.
Racetrack going into turn 3 is where they need to make the pass, but nobody's been able to muster enough speed so far. Can they now?
Earnhardt appears to be, in fact, moving away just slightly, although now Ernie Irvan reduces the advantage to less than a full car length. Here they come off the fourth corner for the final time. Earnhardt leading Irvan down. Is Earnhardt going to win it? Yes, he is. It's Earnhardt, Irvan, Ward Burton, Jimmy Spencer, Robert Plessley, and Rick Mast.
And I don't know who that led that next group of cars across. It might have been Mark Martin.
It was indeed Mark Martin, followed by Darrell Waltrip, then Ken Schrader, Steve Grissom, Bill Elliott, and Davey Allison.
Momentum coming off the corner and takes back fourth position. We see no movement at the moment up front. Schrader and Gant are hooked together, but they cannot make a move on Dale Earnhardt. They go into turn number 3, still in single file formation. Gant lets the 7 car slide up the banking just a little bit. Schrader's in the middle of the racetrack. Earnhardt is down low. There will be no movement. Schrader may make a last-ditch effort, but Earnhardt is going to win this race. Schrader is second, Gant third, Labonte fourth, and Tracy Leslie finishes in 5th position. And Darrell Waltrip leads another group of cars down, and he finishes unofficially in 7th. There's the GM Goodrich crew. They have won another race here at Daytona. A Busch Clash victory, a Twin 125 win, and now the checkered flag in the Goodies 300.
Instead of 3 cars, it's 8 cars.
Boy, they can't do it if they run side by side. Earnhardt's going to win this thing. They got to go now. They win Ernie.
Yep. Tracy Leslie got into him.
It's set down, but it's going to take a lick on that inside wall.
Irvan to the fence. And the leaders to turn 3. Tracy Leslie has come right to Earnhardt after brushing Ernie Irvan, and Leslie goes to the inside. Randy LaJoie is right with him, and Earnhardt comes down to the tri-oval. LaJoie and Leslie for second.
Wow. Boy, LaJoie made a move.
And here comes Labonte way up on the outside. It's Earnhardt, LaJoie, Labonte, Leslie, Elliott, Waltrip, and Presley. A wild finish. And Earnhardt got to see it all from his rearview mirror.
Here they come. If Earnhardt is going to make his move, he'll have to do it soon. He goes to the inside. Now he looks to the outside. He cannot make a move as Labonte will not let the groove open up. Now Earnhardt goes to the inside of Terry, and he's going to pass him.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Terry might wind up 4th in this race. Terry goes to 2nd.
Here comes Chad Little side by side with Labonte now, and Dale Earnhardt is going to do it. He's going to win his 5th consecutive Goodies 500. There's the checkered flag. Chad Little does get 3rd position by a bumper over Terry Labonte. Earnhardt has won it again.
That's unbelievable.
Here's a battle coming down to the line as Morgan Shepherd leading Wallace, Presley, and Sadler.